take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and we are looking at Gameweek 17 with our quickfire preview. Joffy boy, I'm going to kick us off real fast with Fixture Focus. Let's check it out. Fixture Focus over the next 4 game weeks. Who has the best fixtures? Manchester United have pretty good fixtures. I'm going to go with United, buddy. They are looking the business just off the back of a great derby victory. Everton at home, Watford away, Newcastle at home, Burnley away. Great fixtures. Marcus Rashford, yes please. And maybe even Anthony Martial, if the guy can stay out of the hospital room for more than 2 minutes. All right, Joffy boy, who you got?
Crystal Palace as well. So we spoke about them last week, but I just feel like they've got 3 clean sheets on the bounce. It's just more awareness for the defense. The defense is just staunch, and we know that Hodgson's done this time and time again. Yeah, that's probably why he's got so many grey bloody hairs. He just works on his defense. Like just get it right. Just defend, damn it. They just do it so well. They do such a good job. And Kelly's 8 points. I'm sure he was my second sub, so he didn't come on. But I'm sure many people got his points off the bench, and who knows? The players like Zaha and Milivojevic could start to fire as well, and AU as well, decent value as well. So just some awareness for a bit of Palace loving.
Oh, very nice there, mate. Very nice. All right, let's move on to our top transfers in for Game Week 17. I'm going to kick us off, Joffy boy, with Grealish. Grealish, mate. This guy is on absolute form, playing for this Aston Villa team who, they're all right, but their fixtures are great. They've got Sheffield, Southampton, Norwich, and Watford the next 4. That's right. And also, Grealish is in some pretty good form, mate. Created 11 chances, 10 goal attempts in the last 4 game weeks. But his best stat, aside from that, shots in the box, 10 in the last 4 game weeks, which is best amongst all midfielders. That's it.
Pretty
Who you got for your top transfer in, mate?
So for me, it's pretty simple. Marcus Rashford. He's in amazing form. You just spoke about their fixtures. Their fixtures are ridiculous. His form is ridiculous. So I think it's kind of like a no-brainer. And he's in a United team that haven't really found their feet, but he's finding his feet in this United team, which is pretty awesome. Because once they start to kind of all a bit of cohesion, then he's 1 to 2 goals. It's like 9 to 11, 12 point games. It will turn into kind of even more, 14 to 15, which weekly is pretty insane. Because his last 4, he's got 11, 5, 13, and 9 points. So definitely keep an eye on Rashford, Nick.
No, excellent shout there, mate. I want him in my team too. Don't you worry about that. All right, buddy. It's time to go. Well, for me this week, it is definitely time to go Tomori. Another Chelsea boy. Actually, my last pick was Mount. So this time it's Tomori. And I think it's actually a bit more justified than Mount. Chelsea have not kept a clean sheet in 4 game weeks. Tomori has been dropped, hasn't played in the last 2 game weeks. And, why would you buy into the Chelsea defense? If you own this guy, you pretty much sell him for someone that's a bit more value pick, I reckon. Planning ahead for blank game week 18, mate. It's around the corner. For those of you out there with 3 Liverpool and 3 West Ham players, you should be very scared because you've got 6 players not playing in game week 18. But that's like the 0.01%ers out there in the FPL world. But those of us out there with 3 Liverpool assets and no West Ham, you got to think about it, mate. We're only a game week away from game week 18 where all your Liverpool assets are not going to play a minute. So we've got to think about that, Joff.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's just something that just make sure your bench is decent if you can, or save a transfer this week so that you can kind of manipulate your team in a really good advantage for game week 18. Because 3 Liverpool assets, there's going to be a lot of people that have 3 or even 2. So hopefully we can bench them. If we've only got 2, we can probably even bench and get away with it if you've got a sustainable bench, or even just work on your bench, because you might lose a bit of value in someone like Mane. You don't want to go and get rid of Mane, do you? So,
I totally agree. I think if you do have 3, I think you can lose 1 Liverpool asset to free up basically your midfield to have a decent player. But the thing is, if you do have 2, like myself personally, my bench is going to play for me. I have my bench in place, but you still have time. If you have a terrible bench, you got 2 game weeks. You got 2 free transfers to actually bring in some bench players to replace these Liverpool players. So it's not too difficult. That's something to do there. Let's move on to our captain choices and transfers for game week 17, Joff. Who are you looking at?
We're both looking at him. Jamie Vardy. He's got to be our captain. He's everybody's captain at the moment. Let's be honest. He's against the Norwich team that conceded 2 in their last 3 games. And then before that, was even worse. But they kept a clean sheet in there somewhere. So, but Jamie Vardy, yeah, double on the weekend as well. He's just you kind of can't go past him. He's just too formed up to remove. But who else is there, Mick? Who else can you consider?
Well, if you're crazy enough to not go with Jamie Vardy, you got to look at the Liverpool boys. Salah or Mane. I'm obviously leaning towards Mane because Mane's got more form, and he's obviously rested as well in the weekend games. So definitely one of the Liverpool assets. They're gonna put Watford to the absolute sword. So it's gonna be messy down there. So if you don't want to go Vardy, pick one of your Liverpool assets, I would believe, for this game week, mate. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us at FPL Take the Hit. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll see you guys real soon.
Thanks, guys.
As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao. Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.